Kirk Cameron, you are entitled to your opinion, as any other human being that is on this planet is entitled to. However, to piggyback off of the video that I did earlier in regards to the world being ultra sensitive, you got to be careful with what you talk about in this world. Obviously, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like as soon as you're a famous person, you got to be careful about what you say. Using the word faggot and fag and dyke and all that shit, like, shit's changed. Around your friends and shit like that, you can use those words. Just like, quote unquote, as hypocritical as it is, black people, such as myself, use the N-word quite regularly. Let someone else of a different race use it, it's a problem. It's kind of a similar thing here. Kirk Cameron, Growing Pains, 80s sitcom type time in life, comes out the woodworks. And I'm sure this is not the first time he said it, but it's the first time that a lot of people have really caught on to what he said. Cameron, Mr. Cameron, decided to say that gays are, or should I say, homosexuality is unnatural. It is ultimately destructive. Let me make sure I get this right. Ultimately destructive to so many of the foundations of civilization. Ultimately destructive. Now, I thought man itself was ultimately destructive to any civilization. I mean, the last I checked in my history books, it always had to do with some war or some cataclysmic situation that occurred in order for a civilization to fall. It's usually man. But Cameron said that it's homosexuality that's ultimately destructive. You know, I'm sorry. Human beings are ultimately destructive. It has nothing to do whether they're gay, straight, hetero. I said straight and hetero is the same thing. Scratch that. It don't matter what sexuality you are. All sexuality, trisexuality, multisexuality, whatever sexuality motherfuckers want to be, that's what the fuck they want to be. Okay? Let's just keep that real. Cameron, is anyone giving a fuck about what you gotta say? Apparently there are a lot. However, who gives a shit? You are but one person walking around this little planet, big planet, with their own fucking ideas about what the fuck they feel that the rest of the world should be doing or what they should not be doing. He has stated that marriage is defined, or was defined in the garden between Adam and Eve. And it was for one woman and one man for life to the day that they die. Now, was anyone around when the Bible or the people who took their stories and compiled it into a book around when that was done? I know I wasn't. Most of the time the book is BC. So it's before Christ. So Kurt, were you there when Adam and Eve was in the garden? I mean, God made one woman and one man. That's what he made. Let's just keep that real. That's what he made. That's what he created. Now, because they were the only two human beings on the planet, were they required to get married? Stand under an altar? Have a preacher or an archangel come down and sing them their, what their vows are supposed to be? I didn't catch that part in the Bible, homie. I didn't catch that part. So for you to sit here and be talking about what's unnatural and so on and so forth, what's unnatural? Let me tell you what's unnatural. Molesters are unnatural. Motherfuckers that want to have sex with dead people is unnatural. Hell, people who practice bestiality is unnatural. Now that, you can say shit all about all damn day. That's some unnatural shit. But to sit there and actually say that God defined marriage in a garden between Adam and Eve, I have to stop you right there. I mean, I'm just, excuse me for my ignorance. I did not catch that part in the Bible. I didn't catch that part. I didn't catch the part where they said, oh, well, since Adam and Eve was made, it was meant for them to hurry up and get married. Well, it was the only two people on the fucking planet that had to have Abel and Cain. And then after that, they had to have, have sex with their mama. So that's unnatural, ancestral. I mean, if you really want to break it down, two people came forward, those four splurred out and made more. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be evolutionized before apes became humans or whatever it is. I mean, there's so many theories running around this planet. There's a lot of shit that's unnatural. But Mr. Cameron, I understand you want to have your 20 minutes of fame back. So, just like I started the video, I mean it the same way. You are entitled to your opinion just like anyone else. But please, be a little bit more realistic about what's unnatural and what's the devastation of a civilization, because gays haven't broke down a civilization. Man has. So get your facts straight.